I hate these quadratic equations. Why do we have to learn so many ways to solve them? It's so confusing. I never know what I'm supposed to do.
I know what you mean. It can be a little confusing. But if you stop to think about it, having many methods available is really a good thing.
Really? What do you mean?
Well, first of all, there are only 3 methods we've really talked about for solving quadratic equations. And each method has its own particular strengths that make it a good method in the right circumstances.
I don't know. Give me an example of what you were talking about.
Okay, take the first way we learned to solve quadratic equations, factoring. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. That was where we got the equation equal to 0, factored it, and then set each factor equal to 0. That was pretty easy.
Right. It was easy. So when you're looking at a quadratic equation and want to solve it, the first step is to decide whether you can factor it. If you can, then factoring is usually the easiest way to go.
That makes sense, I guess. What if it doesn't factor?
Then we have to use one of the other methods, either completing the square or the quadratic formula.
I really hate completing the square. Why would I ever want to do that?
It can be a little hard to use. But for some equations, it is pretty easy. The tricky part is taking half of the linear term, you know, the term with just x to the first power. Taking half of 8x is easy, but taking half of 7x is harder. If that middle coefficient is even, like 8, then completing the square works well.
So you're saying that if the equation is something like x squared plus 8x plus 3 equals 0, then completing the square works well?
Yes, but if the equation is x squared plus 7x plus 3 equals 0, completing the square won't work as well. And that is when you use the last method, the quadratic formula.
Can't I just always use the quadratic formula?
Well, yes, you can. However, for some equations it really is easier to either factor or complete the square. Try some and see. Do you feel better about how to decide what to do with a quadratic equation?
Maybe a little. First I should check to see if I can factor. If not, I can then look at the middle coefficient to see if it's an even number. If it is, then completing the square works well. If not, then I can always use the quadratic formula.
Exactly. I think you've got it. Just a little practice and you'll be all set.
Thanks a lot.